Alright, my master plan all along has been to review comics by creators no one else is really talking about, so that said creators find me videos and then bask in the praise, or they do a Rockford and cry. This is new Invaders number 7. I have nearly reviewed all of this series, and I have nothing but nice things to say about it. The artist of this series, who also did this cover here, he saw me review for issue 3, and I am truly happy that he did. This short-lived series is an overlooked gem. Some tremendous writing, intriguing revamps of characters, and the art is, in my opinion, really good. I think detractors of the art are more concerned with the style than the technical accomplishments of it. One thing is that almost every character has a new design. Really great redesigns. I would say they are the sort of designs that I can see not working when another artist came to draw them. Maybe that is why the one issue with fill-in art didn't even try to draw them and just used the wrong reference materials. This issue, despite the cover boasting u.s.agent, focuses on Plastic Man. Plastic Man is the shifty benefactor who brought this team together. He has manipulated most of them, but he isn't a bad guy per se. He's actually really fucking interesting. Plastic Man, he is a Goldie Age character. I have not read any of his Goldie Age stories, but I would be inclined to say this is respectful to them, because the series is respectful to almost everything. I mainly know Plastic Man from the Invaders series, where he was basically the member who they always left behind at base to monitor things. And this series kinda expands on that as his role. It's a really great series, honestly. He is torturing his arch nemesis, Agent Axis, or at least the reincarnated mind of his arch nemesis. Because you see, and this is a surefire way to have me automatically preconditioned to like your comic. This is everything done with Plastic Man. It is spinning out of a flippin' Marvel Comics Presents story. We expand on that and we recap it in this issue, so we will get to that. But right now, we are focusing on the distrust that the three major invaders have for Plastic Man, the original Human Fire, Seaman, and Fire Spit. The word gets thrown around a lot these days, but they have mostly been gaslit by Plastic Man. He wanted the original Human Fire on the team to add legitimacy and to appease other groups like the Avengers or the v-battalion from Thunderballs. Make it seem like they are a superhero team led by a superhero instead of a revenge-hungry manipulators private strike force. We get Plastic Man's origin and his backstory. He was a guy who was searching the Himalayas and he discovered a secret society living in the mountains who shared their secrets with him, and he fell in love there, and he got the crazy stretching thin powers like they all had. By the way, I am waiting for someone to retcon that there is some connection to Iron Fist here. During World War II, Plastic Man left the city of Kalalahala. I didn't think it's meant to be pronounced. He left to take part in the war. Then, if we jump forward a lot, we have that Marvel Comics Presents story. It was a Captain America one by some intern who would do 8-page stories in exchange for peanuts. In that, it was set in the present day, and Plastic Man had found Agent Axis living in America. Turns out he had been one of the Nazi scientists that had been brought to the United States with Operation Paperclip. So he escaped justice. In that story, Plastic Man ultimately murdered Agent Axis despite Captain America's attempts to stop him from doing so. And in this, we find out his motivation behind that was a lot more personal. While Plastic Man was away fighting the war, Agent Axis discovered the hidden city and he killed everyone there to get back at Plastic Man. He murdered all of them. So after Plastic Man avenged them, Captain America saw to it that he was held accountable for the murder of Agent Axis. Captain America is not a dick here. He does defend Plastic Man and say that he was a great hero and that he is not evil. But Plastic Man gets annoyed. He is having none of it. And he lashes out at Captain America. And thus, he did go to prison. He has an 8 boner for Captain America, which is one of the many things contributing to his new version of the Invaders, and why he got u.s.agent to become Captain America again. Here is a scene that hasn't aged well, and is definitely men inappropriately taking advantage of a young woman. So, let's save Jack's staff and u.s.agent from being cancelled by Twitter with the real Captain America showing up for this final story arc. He is going to shut down Plastic Man's little squad. To eagle-eyed viewers, I am aware that I have seemingly skipped issues 4 and 5 of this series. They have Dracula's in. But also there is some required backstory for that I want to do. And I'm thinking of doing a week-long look at that one near Halloween. I also intend to do a week-long look at the Death of 90s 4 at some point. Whenever there is exactly 5 comics involved in Summit, I want to every few months do a week focusing on a specific thing. Are people alright with that? I already did it once with The Hard Man in the Tiny Car. Well, that was a bit more varied than 5 issues of 90s 4 in a row, or a week mostly of great Jack Staff stories. Anyway, great series this. Fantastic issue. The writer is some dude who wrote King of the Hill and no other comics. And the artist did some other stuff and saw one of me videos. And u.s.agent is on this cover, so 7 thumbs up.